All right, finally, stage 3. We're going to talk about what to do if you're still having some really chronic problems with the IT band. Maybe you've had IT band problems for years. You're working on your hip, but what do you do in the meantime? You've done stage 1, it's gotten better. You've done stage 2, it's gotten better, but you still are having some issues. Well, this is quite an aggressive thing, and please don't do this right off the bat. You're just going to hurt yourself. What you want to do, again, in stage 2 we talked about, how there's kind of hot spots in the leg. Sometimes that quad tip, we've talked about in other videos, this is a spot that can really do well with this technique. So what you do is you come down and let's find one of those hot spots. So let's pretend there's one right there for me. And what you're going to do, instead of rolling back and forth, you want to really relax the leg, let it sink down into the roller. And from the hip muscle, I want you to sort of shake the leg back and forth. I'll move this leg out of the way so you can see. I'm shaking it and wiggling it back and forth. I'm keeping my knee straight. The movement is coming from the hip. I cannot emphasize enough, if it's really irritated and it's really new and you can't even roll on the tissue without it getting sore to the point where you can't do 10 rolls, if you go ahead and do this to that, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. This is the final stage of this exercise, and this is what you would do to tissue that really is chronically irritated and is coming along but just needs that little extra bit of work, okay? And we just did that for about 30 to 45 seconds. That's about enough. And you're going to pick 2 or 3 hot spots on the leg and just friction them out. And we're really trying to break that tissue free from any adhesions or whatever it is that's binding it down and causing an inflammation. Also, by stirring up the blood flow in that area, fascia is this thick, leathery tissue that doesn't heal quickly or very well for that matter. So I think one of the big things that does is it really roughs up the tissue and increases the circulation. So I think that the blood rushing to the area after that is probably what's doing the benefit. Either way, it's a great exercise for these really cranky, tight IT bands that have been like that forever, okay? If you're having any trouble, please look at some of the other videos on this website on knee pain and make sure you're addressing where the problem actually is coming from, which is going to be a weakness from the glutes and a lack of good efficiency on the bike, okay? Thanks for checking out cyclingphysio.com. Make sure you join our Facebook club so you're informed anytime we update the website with new videos. And yeah, thanks again for checking out the site.